Hi my loves, thanks for returning. I hope this video finds you happy and doing well. As you know by the thumbnail, this video is going to be on how to achieve glowy skin using toners and essences. So I'm really going to focus on what those are. I am going to talk about 3 products that I really do like to use as far as toners and essence, but I'm basically want to talk about the purpose and how important they are in our skincare routine. So as many of you all know, skincare and taking care of the surface of our skin is very important, especially if you enjoy wearing makeup, because if the surface of your skin isn't prepped well or if it isn't taken care of well, it could affect how your makeup applies. And any esthetician will tell you that toners are the most important step in your skincare routine. So I want to go ahead and kind of debunk something that I hear a lot and I really don't agree with, and that's just basically from my research and things that I've read and studied. And when I say studied, when I was in high school, I did receive my cosmetology license, so while I'm not an esthetician, I do have some knowledge in that area, because when you obtain your license, there is an area of skincare that you have to demonstrate knowledge of. So historically with toners, a lot of people think astringent, that you get the last remaining dirt and debris off of your skin. Well, that's not really the purpose that toners serve, at least not nowadays. Maybe back when our parents were younger, there were toners that had a lot of alcohol in it and astringent, and you know this because some of you all may remember using toners and they kind of burn your skin a little bit. And the purpose that toners serve is to help balance our pH levels in our skin after we cleanse. So the normal pH levels of our skin is typically between 4.5 to 6.2. That's about where it needs to be. And after you cleanse, depending on the type of cleanser that you use, those pH levels can be thrown off. So we always want to keep those balanced, and that's what a toner does. Also, a toner helps maintain our acid mantle, and what an acid mantle is just a thin layer that covers our skin, and basically an acid mantle helps us to fight off any bacteria or any environmental factors or free radicals or things like that. And if you use a cleanser and it knocks a lot of those pH balances off and you don't balance it back with a toner, then your acid mantle can be thrown off. And I'm going to try to insert a picture up here somewhere so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So just a quick FYI, you'll know that your acid mantle has been disrupted if you have symptoms like tightness, or if your skin is dry, you have sensitivity, irritation, or redness, premature signs of wrinkles and things like that, pores that appear larger. Those are just a few of the signs that your acid mantle has been disrupted. And again, toners are really going to ensure that that acid mantle stays intact. But I think the number one, or the most important to me, is your acid mantle really helps to fight off any type of bacteria or environmental factors that can harm your skin. And also that can speed up the signs of aging. Also, toners help soften up the skin and prep the skin for your future steps, such as your serums and your moisturizers. So just kind of think of it this way. Let's say you take a dry sponge, okay, and you put some cream on your dry sponge. Now, of course, that cream is just going to sit on the sponge instead of absorbing it. So once you've wet the sponge and moistened the sponge, then when you go in to apply creams or serums, those products are better able to absorb and sink into the sponge. And you can just kind of think of it that way when you are thinking of toners and how important they are in your skincare prep. So there are so many toners out there. I like to stay away from toners that have alcohol in them. If I read a toner and it has alcohol denate, and I'll put that somewhere on the screen, then I stay away from that, because alcohol, that's alcohol, and alcohol is something that's going to dry out your skin. So I'll stay away from astringent type of alcohol toners, or toners that have AHA and things like that. I'll stay away from those. Or if I'm going to use those, I would use those in the evening time. But I typically, the toners that I have do not have any of those ingredients. Of course, I stay away from toners that have parabens, and there are studies out there that state that parabens are bad, parabens are okay, but I stay away from that. Just a lot of unnecessary ingredients, and for me, I like to stick with toners that are hydrating, because when choosing a toner, you always want to pick a toner that is best suited for your skin objectives. So, and again, they have so many toners out there, but the products that I'm going to quickly show you in this video are all hydrating. Because I feel that those better prep my skin for the other skincare products that I use in my skincare routine. It is also recommended that when you use your toners, that you use them no later than 1 minute after you cleanse. And that's because most molecules penetrate the skin better when wet. Now, there's so many ways that you can use toners. They have the 7 skin method, and what that is a Korean beauty method where you take your skin toner and you apply it on your face 7 times. So I have one toner, one of the toners that I'm going to talk about is the Origins of Perfect World. And if I were to use that method, I would take this, okay, and just put a little bit in my hand and pat it on my skin and let it sit for a quick second, and then do that 7 times. So that is one way that you can apply toners. Also, you can use toners by using a toner wash, and that's just where you take 2 parts water, let's say 2 cups of water, and you would use 2 cups or a cup and put that in your water, mix it up with your hand, and just kind of splash that on your face, and they call that a toner wash. So those are just some extra steps that you can use when it comes to toning your face and just providing extra hydration. But I think that toners really do a great job at adding plumpness to your skin. If your skin, just think about it, if your skin is plump, or if it appears plumper or plump, that if you do have wrinkles or fine lines, they're going to be less visible because your face is plumped out. If you have pores, anything like that, you're just going to get an overall youthful appearance. So I have a combination of 3 products. 2 are toners and 1 is an essence. Now, essence that's just an extra step in the popular Korean beauty routine. Some things think it's necessary, some don't. I just like the effects of it and how it works on my skin. But you would typically use a cleanser first, a toner next, and that is to, remember, bring your skin back to its normal pH levels, and then you would use the essence. So an essence is after a toner but before your serum. So the products that I'm going to talk about, when I use them, my skin feels very plump, very soft, and it's almost like I don't have to add the extra serums or moisturizers because of the effect. It gives like a really glowy effect. So what I do is I'll start off with, after I cleanse my face, I will go in with the Origins Perfect World Age Defense Treatment Lotion with white tea. So as you all know, this is my favorite toner. So I would go in with this toner first, let it sit for a second, and then next I would go in with the Rose Deep Hydration Facial Toner. And this one is really good. It does have a faint rose scent to it, but this is just a really nice toner. It feels excellent on the skin after I've applied it with this. So these are the 2 toners that I like to use. And then the essence that I like to use, the KITAO Matcha and Chia Essence Lotion. Now I'll apply this one after I've applied these. And this essence is smoothing and moisturizing, and it's made with organic matcha from KITAO. So this one is really good. And let me tell you all, these 3 together, the way that it leaves your skin feeling and looking is unbelievable. You don't really want to go in with your serums and your moisturizers because it's really not needed. And again, this combination of toners and the essence, it does an excellent job of prepping the skin, softening it up, making it an environment that will be receptive to the serums and the moisturizers that you apply on next. And that's why toners are really, really important, because it balances out your pH levels, it ensures that your acid mantle remains intact, and it preps your skin for your future skincare steps. So in your skincare routine, always pick a good toner that's suited for you. And most importantly, try to stay away from toners that have alcohol denate in it or parabens and things like that. Take a look at the ingredients and pay attention to the ingredients. Some people don't care about the ingredients, but I do, and I can't really enforce it enough. Now yes, you are going to get some products out there that may not have the best of the ingredients. You might find, you know, that you have a product and it may have a few questionable ingredients, but I would encourage you to not pick a product that has a lot of trash in it, because, you know, we really don't want to spend our money on trash to apply on our face. It just kind of is counterproductive. It doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, so I think I pretty much covered it. If you have any questions concerning toners or essences or how and when to use them, please let me know down in the comments. I have an older video that talks about how to pick a skincare routine that's suited for you. I'll link it up in the cards below and up above and down below if you're interested in checking that out. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until my next video, smooches.